Welcome back to Ageless Mind and Body, where we share science-backed tips to help you stay sharp, strong, and independent at any age. If you're over 60, you already know that what you eat can either fuel your vitality or quietly chip away at your strength, energy, and balance. But here's something you might not know. Some vegetables, yes, even the ones we've been told are healthy, can actually harm your joints, increase inflammation, and weaken your legs over time. In today's video, we're revealing 3 vegetables every senior should avoid and 3 powerful ones you should eat daily to protect your brain, your heart, and your mobility. One of these bad vegetables might already be in your kitchen doing damage without you even realizing it. Stick around to the end. We promise it's worth it. If you care about staying active, sharp, and independent for years to come, this could be the most important health tip you hear all week. Let's get into it. 3 vegetables seniors must eat daily. 1. Broccoli. Let's start with a true powerhouse. Broccoli, often called the natural armor against aging. You've probably seen it on your plate for years, but what you might not know is that this humble green veggie packs one of the strongest punches when it comes to protecting your body from age-related decline. Broccoli is rich in a compound called sulforaphane, which has been studied for its ability to reduce chronic inflammation, a root cause behind many health issues like joint pain, memory loss, and heart disease. For seniors, that's a big deal. As we age, our body's ability to fight inflammation naturally weakens. Sulforaphane steps in as a natural ally, helping to lower inflammatory markers in the body, reduce oxidative stress, and even protect brain cells. But the benefits don't stop there. Broccoli also supports bone health, which is critical for preventing fractures and maintaining mobility. Thanks to its high content of vitamin K and calcium, it helps strengthen bones and keep your skeletal system resilient. On top of that, broccoli helps promote circulation in your legs, which can mean better balance, stronger walking ability, and a lower risk of falls, something that becomes increasingly important with each passing year. Cardiovascular health is another area where broccoli shines thanks to its fiber and antioxidant content that help manage cholesterol and support heart function. Here's a quick tip. If you want to get the most out of broccoli, avoid boiling it to death. Overcooking can strip away many of its nutrients. Instead, opt for light steaming. This keeps the sulforaphane intact and preserves the vibrant green color and crunch. Add a splash of olive oil and a pinch of garlic, and you've got a delicious side dish that's doing wonders for your health. So, next time you're planning your meals, think of broccoli not just as a vegetable, but as your body's personal bodyguard, helping to protect you from the inside out, keep your legs strong, your heart steady, and your brain sharp. But broccoli is just the beginning. There are 2 more vegetables that can make just as big a difference in your daily health, especially if you're over 60. One of them is great for your gut and immune system, and the other might surprise you with how it helps your memory. Keep watching, because the next veggie on the list is something you probably already have in your fridge, and it might just become your new best friend for aging well. 2. Spinach. Our second powerhouse vegetable on the must-eat list for seniors is spinach, rightfully called the engine behind strength and mental clarity. While it may seem humble, this leafy green delivers a surprisingly strong punch when it comes to supporting both physical vitality and cognitive health. 2 areas that become increasingly important with age. One of spinach's most powerful benefits lies in its high content of natural nitrates. These compounds are converted by the body into nitric oxide, which plays a crucial role in relaxing and widening blood vessels. The result: improved blood flow, especially to the muscles and brain. For seniors, this means better stamina, increased strength during movement, and enhanced mental alertness. Improved circulation can also help reduce blood pressure and support cardiovascular health, making spinach a smart daily ally for those looking to remain active and independent well into their later years. But the benefits don't stop there. Spinach is also rich in lutein, a potent antioxidant that accumulates in the eyes and helps shield them from oxidative damage caused by aging and exposure to blue light. Studies have shown that regular consumption of lutein-rich foods like spinach can reduce the risk of age-related macular degeneration, a leading cause of vision loss in older adults. Clear, sharp vision isn't just about seeing better, it's also a vital part of maintaining balance, preventing falls, and navigating daily life with confidence. Another key nutrient in spinach is folate, a B vitamin essential for healthy brain function. Folate helps regulate mood, supports memory, and plays a role in the body's natural detox processes. Low folate levels have been linked to cognitive decline, especially in older adults. By including spinach in your diet regularly, you're feeding your brain the tools it needs to stay focused, flexible, and emotionally balanced. And let's not forget spinach's additional contributions. It contains vitamin K for bone strength, iron for energy and endurance, and magnesium to help with sleep and muscle relaxation. It's a low-calorie food packed with high-value nutrients, making it one of the most efficient and effective vegetables to include in a healthy aging lifestyle. In terms of preparation, spinach is incredibly versatile. For maximum nutrient retention and easier digestion, it's best to lightly sauté it in olive oil or add it raw into smoothies alongside fruit, plant-based milk, or even a scoop of protein powder. Unlike boiling, which can leach away vitamins, these methods help preserve its core benefits while enhancing flavor and texture. So whether you enjoy it in an omelet, blended into a shake, or tossed in a warm salad, spinach is a daily essential that truly earns its title. When it comes to aging with strength, clarity, and grace, spinach stands tall as one of nature's most intelligent choices. 3. Carrots. And finally, let's talk about one of the most familiar and most underestimated vegetables in the aging toolbox. Carrots, or as I like to call them, the silent protectors of vision and balance. We've all heard that carrots are good for your eyes, but the science behind that simple advice is actually pretty powerful. Carrots are loaded with beta-carotene, a potent antioxidant that your body converts into vitamin A, which is essential for maintaining retinal health, protecting against macular degeneration, and keeping your night vision sharp. As we age, our vision naturally starts to decline, but consistently getting enough beta-carotene can act like insurance for your eyes, slowing that process and helping you stay independent longer. But that's not all carrots do. Emerging research shows that vitamin A and antioxidants, like beta-carotene, also support your neuromuscular coordination, which is a fancy way of saying they help your brain and muscles communicate more smoothly. That coordination is absolutely critical as we age. Why? Because it's one of the first systems to quietly degrade, increasing the risk of falls, slower reflexes, and imbalanced walking. Plus, carrots have another hidden benefit: they help stabilize blood sugar levels. Thanks to their fiber content and low glycemic index, they release sugar into your bloodstream more slowly than starchy vegetables or processed snacks. For seniors trying to maintain steady energy levels and avoid that dreaded afternoon crash, this makes carrots a smart, safe snack that won't spike your insulin or lead to sugar cravings later on. Now, when it comes to preparation, raw or lightly steamed is the way to go. Overcooking carrots can reduce the availability of some of their most powerful nutrients, so aim for that perfect, tender, crisp texture. They're also incredibly versatile. Slice them into salads, dip them in hummus, or add them to soups and stews at the very end of cooking to keep the good stuff intact. Carrots may not be trendy, but they're quiet powerhouses when it comes to healthy aging. They protect your eyesight, stabilize your movements, and help regulate your metabolism, all with a sweet crunch and no fuss. In a world of exotic superfoods and complicated diets, sometimes the most effective solutions are right in front of us, simple, reliable, and silently doing their job every day. So next time you're prepping your meals, don't overlook the humble carrot. Your eyes, your balance, and your future self will thank you for it. Now that we've covered 3 vegetables that can truly support healthy aging, let's look at the other side of the plate. Believe it or not all vegetables are senior-friendly, especially as we age, and our bodies become more sensitive to certain compounds. Some veggies that seem healthy on the surface may actually trigger inflammation, joint pain, or digestive distress symptoms that many older adults already struggle with. In this next section, we'll break down 3 vegetables that seniors should consider limiting or avoiding altogether to protect their mobility, comfort, and overall quality of life. Let's start with one that often flies under the radar: eggplant. 1. Eggplant. Hidden threat to mobility. Eggplant is a glossy, beautiful vegetable that shows up in everything from Mediterranean casseroles to stir-fries and veggie burgers. But beneath that rich purple skin lies a surprising danger, especially for older adults struggling with joint stiffness, arthritis, or chronic inflammation. The problem with eggplant lies in a compound called solanine. It's a naturally occurring toxin found in all nightshade vegetables, eggplants, tomatoes, peppers, and potatoes, but eggplant tends to carry some of the highest concentrations. In small amounts, solanine isn't immediately dangerous, but for people who are sensitive or already dealing with inflammatory conditions, it can be a major aggravator. Solanine has been linked to inflammation in muscles and joints, especially in people with osteoarthritis or rheumatoid arthritis. Seniors often experience gradual degeneration in cartilage and connective tissue. When solanine enters the picture, it can act like fuel to an already burning fire, causing joints to swell, become tender, and lose mobility. The result: stiff knees, sore fingers, and an overall feeling of being slowed down or weighed down in your own body. You might think cooking eggplant would solve the problem, but unfortunately, preparation methods don't eliminate the risk. Solanine is heat stable, meaning it's resistant to most typical cooking temperatures. That grilled eggplant on your sandwich or the roasted slices in your veggie lasagna still carry the same inflammatory potential as raw eggplant. In fact, some people find that eating eggplant even occasionally leads to noticeable flare-ups in their symptoms within hours or days. Another concern is that eggplant, while low in calories, doesn't provide a lot of nutrient density in return. If you're trying to maximize your meals for joint support, energy, and digestion, there are simply better vegetable choices, ones that deliver anti-inflammatory compounds without the baggage. Think of leafy greens like kale Swiss chard or joint-friendly herbs like parsley and turmeric. None of this means eggplant is poison, but it does mean that seniors, especially those already dealing with pain or reduced mobility, should approach it with caution. If you notice your knees ache a little more, or your morning stiffness lasts longer after an eggplant-based meal, that could be your body's way of sending a signal. In the end, good health isn't just about what you add to your plate, it's also about what you take off. Listening to your body and making small shifts away from foods that trigger discomfort can make a big difference in how you move, feel, and age with strength. 2. Green bell peppers, spark of silent inflammation. At first glance, green bell peppers seem like a great choice for any healthy meal low in calories, crisp, and packed with flavor. But when it comes to senior health, especially for those dealing with joint pain, digestive issues, or poor circulation, these vibrant vegetables may be doing more harm than good. Green bell peppers belong to the nightshade family, and while not as notorious as eggplant, they contain a plant compound that's quietly problematic for many older adults: lectins. Lectins are naturally occurring proteins that can bind to the lining of the gut, and in sensitive individuals, disrupt digestion and nutrient absorption. Over time, this interference can trigger low-grade inflammation throughout the body, a type of silent inflammation that builds slowly and contributes to everything from joint discomfort to sluggish circulation. Many seniors already struggle with reduced nutrient absorption due to age-related changes in digestion. Adding a lectin-heavy vegetable like green bell pepper to the mix can further weaken that system, leading to bloating, fatigue, joint stiffness, and even balance issues that increase the risk of falls. Some researchers have also linked high lectin foods to the aggravation of autoimmune conditions, such as rheumatoid arthritis, something that disproportionately affects older adults. What makes green bell peppers uniquely concerning is that they are less ripe than their red, yellow, or orange counterparts. That's right, those colorful peppers in the produce aisle are all the same plant at different stages of ripeness. Green bell peppers are harvested early before the sugars and antioxidants have fully developed. This means they're not only higher in lectins, but also lower in anti-inflammatory nutrients like vitamin C, beta-carotene, and lycopene, which help combat oxidative stress and support joint and brain health. And here's the thing, there's no cooking method that completely eliminates lectins. While some can be reduced with high heat or pressure, cooking the levels in green bell peppers often remain high enough to cause discomfort in those who are sensitive. Many seniors don't even realize these everyday ingredients are contributing to their discomfort. They just chalk up the joint pain or fatigue to getting older. But there's good news. You don't have to give up bell peppers altogether, just opt for better choices. Red, yellow, and orange peppers are naturally sweeter, softer on the gut, and significantly higher in beneficial antioxidants. They've ripened on the vine longer, which reduces lectin content and enhances their nutritional value. So the next time you're making a salad stir-fry or roasted veggie dish, consider reaching for the red or yellow peppers instead. Your joints' digestion and circulation may thank you for it. Sometimes it's the small swaps, like switching from green to red, that can make a big difference in how vibrant and energetic you feel. 3. White potatoes. Comfort food. That weakens strength. For many of us, white potatoes are the ultimate comfort food. Mashed, baked, or fried, they're nostalgic, satisfying, and a staple on countless dinner plates across America. But for seniors aiming to maintain strength, mobility, and long-term health, white potatoes may be quietly working against those goals. At the root of the issue is the high glycemic index (GI) of white potatoes. Foods with a high GI cause a rapid spike in blood sugar, which over time leads to insulin resistance, chronic inflammation, and energy crashes. For older adults, this roller coaster effect on blood sugar doesn't just affect energy levels, it can also impair muscle function, mental clarity, and circulation. Studies have even linked frequent consumption of high GI foods to accelerated cognitive decline and a higher risk of type 2 diabetes. What makes white potatoes especially problematic for seniors is their impact on vascular health. Regular consumption may contribute to arterial stiffening, which in turn limits blood flow to the legs and brain, both critical for balance, strength, and mental alertness. That tired, heavy leg feeling after a carb-heavy meal. That's your body struggling to distribute blood efficiently. And let's not ignore how potatoes are usually prepared. Rarely are they eaten plain. They're often mashed with butter and cream, fried in inflammatory oils, or loaded with sour cream cheese and bacon, a heavy mix of saturated fat and sodium that puts even more strain on the heart and circulatory system. These traditional preparations only amplify the inflammatory and blood sugar disrupting effects of the potato itself. Another concern is the lack of fiber in peeled white potatoes. Fiber is essential for healthy digestion and stable blood sugar levels, especially in older adults whose digestive systems tend to slow with age. But most popular potato dishes, think French fries or mashed potatoes, are stripped of their skins and therefore of their most valuable nutrients and fiber content. The result is a starchy bomb that's rapidly absorbed and processed by the body with little benefit. To be clear, white potatoes aren't inherently toxic, but they are a food that needs to be treated with caution, especially if you're over 60 and managing issues like joint pain, blood sugar instability, or cognitive decline. For those who love the texture and satisfaction of potatoes, there are healthier alternatives that offer similar comfort with far greater nutritional value. Sweet potatoes, for example, are rich in fiber beta-carotene and have a lower glycemic index. Cauliflower mash can also be a flavorful, nutrient-packed replacement that supports better digestion and circulation. In the end, the key is recognizing that not all comfort foods are created equal. While white potatoes may bring a sense of familiarity, they can also chip away at your vitality, mobility, and strength, especially when consumed regularly in traditional forms. Swapping them out or reducing intake can go a long way in protecting your long-term wellness and helping you feel stronger, steadier, and more energized every day. Healthy aging doesn't come down to one big decision. It's shaped by the small, consistent choices we make every single day. And one of the most powerful places to start is right on your plate. The vegetables you eat can either fuel your strength support, clear thinking, and keep your joints moving freely, or they can quietly chip away at your mobility, memory, and independence. By choosing nutrient-rich anti-inflammatory options and avoiding those that silently cause harm, you're giving your body and mind the tools they need to thrive. This isn't about perfection, it's about being intentional. Swapping just one inflammatory food for a healing one can have a ripple effect over time, helping you walk farther, think more clearly, and live with greater confidence and energy. Your future self is built by what you do today. So whether you're adding more broccoli to your plate, reaching for carrots instead of chips, or cutting back on high GI potatoes, know that every smart choice adds up. Stay strong, stay curious, and remember, your best years are not behind you. They're ahead, waiting to be shaped by the decisions you make right now. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more practical tips on how to stay sharp, strong, and independent as you age. At Ageless Mind and Body, we're here every week with easy-to-follow advice on nutrition, movement, and healthy habits that actually work without the fads or fluff. And if you're serious about living your best life at any age, make sure to turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Remember, aging is inevitable, but how you age is up to you. Let's walk this journey together.